Right, what is going on, dudes and dudettes? Full Sound here today, and today we're going to go over why I'm still riding a 2007 GSXR 600 in 2026. Yeah, so one of the reasons I have this bike is because when I was looking at getting a bike, I didn't want to go and get a 250 or like a 400 or something like that, because obviously I could do direct access. So instead of going for a smaller bike, I thought I'll save money and go for a big bike that I can then have for years. So I was just going on Facebook Marketplace, as you do. So I came across this bike right here. The guy was selling it for 1900. I saw it and I was like, well, let's lowball him a bit, let's go for 1700. He said no, because the only reason that he was selling it so cheap, he said that in third gear there was a whining noise, and he didn't know what it was. He thought it was something to do with the gearbox. Yeah, you stay right there. He thought it was something to do with the gearbox. So turns out that when I got the bike, I was fully okay with stripping it down, getting it fixed, because I still hadn't passed my test yet. So I started looking around, couldn't see anything wrong with it. But when I did pass my test, I decided, screw it, I'm going to ride it anyway. I'm just going to see what happens. If it blows up, it blows up. I don't care, I just want to get on the road as soon as possible. So after, I'd say maybe 2 months riding it here or there, I was at the petrol station. I was filling up with petrol and it just cut out, completely died, wouldn't start. It was coming up with an F1 fault code and I had no idea what it was. Take all the fairings off, and what we found was inside, like down here where the fan is, there was a cable that was rubbing on the fan. Turns out that's what was creating that whining noise in third. It was just a cable running against the fan. So took that wire out, sorted up a new one, no problems. So I basically got this bike. It had 21,000 on the clock and there was nothing wrong with it. It was just that one cable that fucked it up. A lot of you are going to be asking, why the Suzuki GSXR? Granted, it was not my first choice. I was thinking like Yamaha R6 or something like that. The downside about that is right now they are so expensive. Like all the videos on Instagram are hyping them up to be the best bike ever. So if anyone had a Yamaha R6, they just hiked that price up. So you're talking about bikes that you wouldn't even offer like 2.5 grand for, and you've got guys putting it up for sale for about 6 to 8 grand, and you're like, why would I go and do that when it has been diddled so much? Like all these mods on it, yeah, they might be cool, but when you add a mod onto a bike, that's for you. The next guy that rides the bike might not like that mods. He's going to end up taking them off, and what if you've done a bad job at modding this bike? He's going to have to deal with all the shit. What are you doing? He's going to have to deal with all the shit that you just did to that bike. And that's another reason why I didn't feel like buying a bike that was so diddled. So I decided to get this because it was a cheaper option and it had low miles, so I thought, why not? I love it when people like try and give me a dirty look. Like my speedo says I'm doing 35. I'm actually doing 25 miles an hour because the speedo's fucked, and they're giving me a bad look because it looks like I'm going fast. I'm literally following a Mercedes going the same speed as it. So why do I get the bad look? All these goddamn Karens, man. Like, what is your problem? You're not loved enough as a child? As I was saying, so I was going to go for an R6, but I ended up sticking with this thing because It was cheap and it wasn't too far away, to be honest. The guy didn't do really any mods to it. Only thing that he did to this was he took out the fuse for, like, so to start this bike you have to pull the clutch in, obviously for safety, but he disconnected the fuse, so I no longer needed that. So he did tell me that he did put a quick shifter on, which was one of the reasons why he thought he ruined the gearbox. So obviously when you're riding at Knock Hill, when you're going along the back straight, you are absolutely pinning it in third gear. Some people will hold it in third gear until they get to the corner and have it bouncing off the limiter. Some people will change it to fourth even though they have to drop it back down. So it all depends on the way that we're driving, but he thinks that he cooked third gear on it. That's what he was hearing when it was like whining in third, but it was actually just that wire hanging loose inside the fan down there. So apart from the quick shifter, he didn't really do anything. I'll talk about mods when I park up somewhere, but I don't know where we're gonna park up. But we're gonna have to park up soon because your boy, his balls is getting hot. Excuse me, pardon me, coming through. Texas. Right, so now that we've pulled over, I'm going to run you through the mods I've done and the mods that I want to do. So first thing was fairings. Are custom done from monster fairings and they came out really well. So what we've got is, we've got the cyan blue with the deep midnight purple, and then I will be honest, I have dropped this thing on the floor. I came off joining the dual carriageway and I had a minor scuff, so here's the damage. Yes, so yeah, we did that, and then I dropped it again. I dropped it again trying to do a U-turn on a steep hill. We chipped the paint one more time. So we are getting a new set of customs, looking to get them done in the next few weeks. I am looking at getting these taken off because they're an eyesore. Don't like them, want them gone. So we're going to get the blanks, covering them up, and then we're looking at ASV levers. Probably going to go with the stubbies. I like the stubbies because I've got smaller hands, so I don't really like reaching for these. So I'm going to get the shortened ones so I can adjust them to suit. And then we're changing the headlight, because the headlight on this thing, I'm going to be honest, it doesn't work. It doesn't work at all. So we're going to get rid of it. We're going to go and get the aftermarket angel eyes. So I don't need to change the bulbs because I can't be arsed changing them. We also have new hoses, white silicones, because the OEM black ones were not good. They were getting a wee bit perish, so thought I'd better get rid of them. And then we've got domino grips. Domino grips are amazing. Really sticky, really good quality. Only downside, they wear so fast. So I've had mine for maybe 3-4 months, and as you can see, they are in such bad shape. Probably gonna go white with the new fairings that we're doing. That's about it for this, because I'm sweating balls, but I thought I really like the location for this one. So behind me we have the church. That's just beautiful.